Okay.
Oh,
So
wow.
we're back.
So, the fire is out.
The fire is out, and here I am, just rummaging around Hyper Kirby's house.
What is demography? I forget.
I don't know either.
What?
Wait, wasn't it democracy?
No, it was demography.
What's demography?
You see, here's a French word that I thought was very poetic at the time, but now I just have no idea what it even means.
Devant des pikes.
It's a bucket.
It's a bucket.
This is actually... Oh, okay.
What?
Okay, yeah, so apparently Hyper Kirby is interested in that in this
This is
universe.
a Kirby game, everybody.
Look at that still water. Woo!
I like how Hyper Kirby yells from across the house.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest one of all?
Oh wow. I didn't know that.
That always cracked me up when I first played the game. I always check every mirror.
Look at that bird.
That music the thing played was actually the forest music that was supposed to be for the forest. That really nice type of peaceful area.
The forest for what forest?
One.
Right after the green.
Oh, Green Forest, right. Okay, this area I've never really understood.
It's a warp zone.
Yeah, it lets you like warp between areas 1, 2, and 3 really quickly. Only if you've activated them.
And look, an 11. There's 11 chapters.
That's as much as I planned. Yes.
There's 11.
Oh,
there's
man,
gonna be
that
11 chapters.
excited me.
Oh, and here's the
That
map.
really excited me. I was like, whoa! Summit.
I always thought that was like
Really
artistic
nice
style. I mean, everything's just kind of blurry, or maybe the map was left
Yeah.
outside.
I liked it.
The map was left outside for too long in the rain. That's why it's all blurry.
Blurry, but also slightly blocky. Well, they're all like that. Even the well, in that case, the entire game has been left out in the rain, as far as you can tell. Battle backgrounds.
So 2.5.
2.
And partway through chapter 3.
Well, 3 was what's it called? Wasn't
was-
It was
A
the Green
secret?
Greens area, yes. And it was going to end right Crazy Duck as the boss, I believe.
Oh,
Also, I hate this
Kidji.
guy. I don't even know
Wait.
why I added it.
Koji.
Like,
Rage.
I only remember his name because I had to
I hate
talk
him.
to him
I hate him.
I don't
I hate
know
him so
5-6 times before I actually realized what it was. It's him twice.
But there are only 4 choices.
Were you inspired by Paper Mario for this?
Yeah, Paper Mario's where I got a lot of the game design ideas here. Especially what you see with the star blocks in later areas.
Fuck the star blocks. Once you did that, everyone else did that too.
Well, they were like...
Oh, I
there.
need someone with a hammer to open up the star block.
And then you need someone with a hammer on fire who's supposed to melt the star blocks later.
This town is so Japanese, and there's randomly a Chinese dojo.
Oh dear. What? If it's so Japanese, why is there a Jamaican person just wandering the streets?
Yeah, I never understood that either.
What's wrong with magic?
They're racists.
They're magicists.
I never understood it either, but oh well.
Well, they're racist to people who can shoot fireballs.
They're racist to skilled people, even though they are people of skill. Well, come to think of it, I would be rather curious about fireballs that way too, since normally magic is supposed to be this archetype where, like, if the person is really into their art, whatnot, they have everything blocked out so that they can make it look wondrous to the layperson. But when it comes to games, you're just like, no, he can just shoot fireballs from out of his hand, it's fine. Speaking of, like things that don't make sense, if the tone's so against magic, why is there a black mage here? I don't understand.
Look at that black mage.
You see, when I released the final version, I realized how, like, dumb this all was, so I went and made my own version where I fixed everything, but then I lost it in the hard drive crash. Now you got the floor all wet. Why did you have to do that?
I'm sorry. There was water in the cupboard.
A gag?
Oh. Water.
So naturally in the town where people admire physical fitness, all they do is drink sugary sodas all the time.
To each their own.
Books on party drinks. Fizzy soda.
That is weird. Why is this town so Japanese? I never understood this.
This town never
Hey,
really
look,
made
dark.
that much sense, honestly.
So the first...
That is weird. How did it come?
I just wanted a theme, and I didn't really think about it too much.
This is...
I like it.
I mean, at least
Yeah,
the
let's
other
go.
town was, like, full of snow, and the last town was full of, like, old people, so...
Old people?
Whoa.
What makes mirrors tick?
Okay, I'll admit, that is kinda nice.
7 years of bad luck, I think.
I think Dark Kirby's interested in real estate for
Yeah.
some reason, I forget why.
He bought a house in a yogurt yards town.
Yeah, in the updated version I just threw that out because it just had nothing to it.
It had no payoff, just a one-off joke.
Yeah, that's basically all of DE, honestly.
Aww.
It is filled with proper noun silverware.
That was the thing about me at the time. I had this random habit of like randomly capitalizing words.
You got some free time.
I don't do it anymore, but it still sounds rather strange.
The
Oh,
package.
the package.
Please don't
That was a joke in like the KR chat rooms at the times. I think Robomecha DDD went to Omega Meta Knight, and he is like, "How did you deliver the package to the owner?" And they would like use like the quotes and whatnot. Then he'd respond, but the response he'd have would just use all the quotes in all the wrong places. And he's like, "Yes, and I delivered. Yes, and I sealed the deal with a slice of ham and whatnot." It was very weird.
I regret the forgetting about the treasure stuff
Shoes.
like later pretty badly. Look at that.
Well, at least it keeps track.
You always felt like, yeah, you always felt like crap
115.
when you had a small amount of treasures.
1 out of 15. I think that was my way of like saving on like randomly trying to think of what to do with treasures and
I
whatnot.
think it's pretty cool how you just have the treasures lying out randomly instead of being in treasure chests. Of course, that did just mean that KW ran into someone's house and stole their shoes.
This is an RPG. What do you expect?
He wouldn't. He just said earlier that won't raid someone's pantry.
He's very selective about his kleptomania, I must say.
And here's KW being sad. This cutscene is not supposed to happen this late. It's supposed to happen right after you get out of the dojo.
Really?
Except I went to the left instead of the right.
That happens. And he's talking to himself again. Stop doing that.
Oh, check out this guy.
Oh, this is the mailman. This is the mailman. I remember him.
He gets his own theme song. Why does the mailman get his own theme song?
'Cause he keeps reappearing every now and again. Or at least he was supposed to, but he never did.
And Wad cameo. I don't think anyone knew who Wad was.
He was briefly mentioned in, like, KWRPG 1.
KWRPG 1. And no one played that.
I couldn't. I didn't have a computer that could run it.
My computer couldn't run it either, but it was really laggy, but I still managed. When you're 12 years old or 13 years old and you see a Kirby RPG, that is amazing.
This is more tutorial, but it's just kind of very poorly written. Go and use the save point now.
I just read it for the sake of reading it. I'm making a very thorough let's play, okay? Oh god.
Dang, there's so much you can do in this.
I don't know what the catalog numbers were.
I think that was a cheat code I put in, where if you put in specific numbers, you can get like high-level items very early in the game. But you need to know what they were ahead of time.
I've handed
Wait,
the
that's
package.
a Waddle Dee, right? That likes her or him?
Why?
Aw, cute.
Whoa.
Yep. She's into self-electrocution, I guess.
Oh, look at this, I was like, wait, what? What? I was like, oh, sweet, shopping spree time.
That was
And then
there
these things
because
ran
I
us
wanted
out.
to like overhaul the game over system. So if you died, you like lose all your money, but if you kept it in the bank, you'd be safe.
But I noticed shields was spelled wrong. It's spelled shields. Oh,
I had Rat go over the game with a fine-tooth comb, and she got a lot of it. Well, at least with the spelling errors and typography and whatnot.
I don't understand this guy. Why is he?
I had no idea what I was doing with the weapons.
What?
I don't know why he's so against us buying his
I think
stuff.
Buzz?
This is the most sucky blade I have. It blows. You know, if a player goes here and buys everything first, they're gonna regret spending so much money. Because the treasure system in the game basically gives you all the shit anyways.
That's basically what it was, yes.
I felt like a retard.
Yeah. Well, mostly because I had the treasure system, and that means I need to have the graphics for each item. So I was like really against like just having one-offs.
Welcome to the graveyard.
Oh, this. You're gonna like this when you play the updated version.
And look, I'm like, oh fuck!
Whoa.
Why are you... Oh. Ew.
Look at that.
I was like, wait, that was weird. I was checking the tombstone to see if there's anything funny written on it.
And this is the shop where you can pay overpriced stuff if you really need it.
When you did this, custom save menu thing, I think everyone else tried to do it,
And
but then they
couldn't.
failed horribly.
I had like a lot of inspiration from it was another RPG Maker game called Final Fantasy Endless Nova, and a lot of the system ideas in this game basically come from that one, honestly. And it was pretty strange because Endless Nova was really ambitious.
Man, it's been like 15
Still
minutes.
kind of shoddily put together, but it had a lot of... Whoa, okay, I forgot about that. Why are you doing that?
Doing what?
That is so bad.
I don't know. I was like, ooh, Night Sky. That sounds pretty good. And then I turned this on. I'm like, wait.
Man, I love your maps. They're so comfy.
And square.
I love them.
And I was like wondering, why is there any music playing?
Well, it was a joke. Since it's a hit, you don't...
You're so alone.
If it's a
What's
hit,
he doing up
you
here?
don't want to listen to it, since everyone else is listening to it, you hipster.
I actually thought it was because Dancing Kirby wasn't there. And the song is called Dance With Me, but there's no Dancing Kirby dancing.
Oh, I like the little guy. I made the little guys, and I was happy.
He shrank them by 50%.
And it worked
Yay.
somehow. Amanda was so happy to draw them,
Smoke.
too.
So, I can't talk to that guy. He's just chilling in there.
Pervert. They are, somehow.
Hotel management.
Hotel management. It is considered like a college-level, field, hospitalities.
Oh boy. Suddenly a cutscene. Stat into town. There's so many little... Oh, now his name is Waddle.
I I was so sad because Green City was like gonna be like the biggest town ever, and I never got to the place where I could code it. It was like this giant tree that had elevators and like its like stump and whatnot, and they go up to multiple branches and everything.
Wow.
Well, then again, ambition was ambition drove all of us to try and make art games back then. And,
It's no different with indie developers today, though.
yeah.
Honestly, quite similar, really.
Like that one guy who like won the lottery and tried to make a MO. It just had so much features in it that no one wanted to work on it.
That happens.
That one sentence is so
the world map.
so much grammatical and slurs that I just wanted to I just want to stay there and look at that sentence for about 10 minutes.
It's strange. I was going quite well for a while, then it just kind of starts falling apart. And then the choice.
The trench! The trench! Go over there. Oh, man.
Too bad. I went to Rapids. It had,
But the trench has the minigame.
but the Rapids had the cooler BGM.
Yeah, that too.
No.
It sounded cooler.
Hey, you hear something?
Okay, was this made at the same time? Like you designed the house? Because like I noticed something weird
That.
when you designed this place.
What do you
Like there was a lot more dialogue pauses.
Hey, don't touch it.
He got it at A3, don't touch it.
Okay.
ASCII logo and gears development by something or other.
So
Here we
this
are.
is where it all started.
I like how the main character has his face blocked by the start menu.
Yeah.
Was the font added in later? Like, I remember that font being a thing that came out, like, later on.
I'm not sure.
Like,
Like this is one thing I did not notice. I don't remember that weird thing.
What is that? I don't even know what that is.
Oh.
I don't know.
Disc added in a lot of things in order to have
Care
proper
to
bug testing.
explain?
Oh god, this one Waddle Dee pissed off so many players when they first started to play this game.
Better
It
than
was all
better than the
me.
stumps that came later.
I never liked that vine you can't quite go down.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know why
that-
that's there.
there's like not even anything
That
blocking
pisses me
you.
I think your floating island map is much better than the one in DE, I think.
Oh boy, the first boss.
Alright.
Come on, you can beat him.
I can
easy.
totally beat him.
Wee hee hee.
Yeah.
Well, you don't bother tutorializing things, just throw them right in.
Do you really need to know how to beat this guy though? I mean, come on.
Well, this was my first RPG Maker game, so I had no idea what was going on.
Manual attack, auto attack. Oh god, this boss battle is just... I don't know. It could have gone faster, I think.
Well, he does an effective job at killing you.
It's not that
Yeah.
bad. Come
I
on.
could have sworn he did shit like throw bombs at you, but
He does.
yeah, I remember doing that in Topigeddon. Oh, here we go.
Hey, there we
Wait.
go.
You
I
turned
used
off
that in
the
one of
video.
KW's
Hey.
web designs once.
This is the best part of the game. I wonder who made this.
Oh,
I
yes.
wonder indeed.
I have no idea. Whoever he is just a genius.
I mean, probably
This-
handsome. This is spoilers, actually.
Spoilers.
Spoilers, look what's gonna happen in the next 5 minutes.
Yep.
Look at that. We did all this and we don't even need, like, what, 5 minutes of dialogue.
I thought this was the coolest thing ever when I first saw.
Look, it's explaining it.
You can't grab embers like that.
It fell on his face. It was
It's-
ash.
It was sick.
Wow,
Yeah,
it's
there you
so
go.
psychotic looking.
That's the thing about, like, your art, bud. Like, everyone looks psychotic as hell.
Well,
Like they're about to kill, like, an orphanage.
He murdered that apple.
I don't know why he got that bit. He's the guy who falls asleep with an apple.
Well, he did fall asleep on the summit randomly.
Yeah, that's true.
And this is where NW got his inspiration for Hyper Kirby and DE.
This is what I think you should be. Also, I was having fun with motion blurs.
I'm just sad that he doesn't act. Oh god.
Those eyes. Those eyes.
Sorry.
Well, he's crazy. Which is really weird because I always found that Crazy Duck in the game was like the voice of reason.
He was the same
always,
man.
Yeah, he was always like, you know what, guys, this isn't a good idea. Let's think about this logically.
And now we have the best character in the game.
I was always expecting these ducks to be in the game, but I never found them.
They are not.
We ran out of sprite budget.
It was his life before Ghost Ship.
This part was the
just
most
suck it back
disappointing ever. I was expecting to go right there, and I was so excited.
You wanted the lobster?
There was no dead lobster on the beach. No.
It's not dead. It's alive.
I remember seeing the first time, and I was thinking, "Oh my God, we're gonna go to a carnival level," but it never happened.
There was the circus. You just hallucinated it.
Yeah,
That's all.
it's circus.
Oh god.
It was disappointing, but
I don't understand the deal with like Kabugu. What was his role as a party member?
He was the stat buffer.
He was the dual weapon user.
Really?
Yes, that's what
I
made
don't
him
remember
so broken.
I've never used him, Spike, or Angel Kirby when I played.
Kabuku had the ability to like boost the attack of just about any person in the game, and that's what made like the final boss battles possible.
Oh god, action sequence.
And of course, only the first 4 characters exist.
Well, there's that Super Smash Bros. Style secret character reveal.
Yeah, see? I got the bases covered.
What's the deal with that one dude that ran in from the left really quickly?
It's Waddle Doo.
It's a Waddle Doo.
And he's just huffing there.
Oh, also, if you see the shading on his hat was green, it's because I'm colorblind.
Oh, same here. High five.
Yep. That was pointed out to me a couple days after the game came out. I was like, alright.
Oh, I guess it's too late to fix that.
actually looks
Yep,
nice.
that's that. It's green now.
That's that. And let's have a recap of everything that just happened in the intro sequence.
I hope my house is not on fire. That would be good.
That would be pretty bad. Where's the soot?
You know, the thing about this writing compared to mine is that since it's so non-verbose, you just establish the plot right then and there in like 5 lines.
Like, what is happening? An adventure. Let's go.
Saying a Vulcan machine gun is kind of like saying a sandwich cheeseburger. It's technically the same thing, but not really.
You know, I just saw the phrase Vulcan, and my first thought was, oh, he attacks with
Star
birds. No, I had a
He holds
bird in
up-
mind.
He holds up his hands in those funny ways.
He's a
Really
falconer.
fast.
He's a falconer. Oh my gosh, a fire! I like how he just says, I have a button that puts out fires in my house.
It's Kirby World, man.
I just so happen to have this button.
Look at how snarky he is. Hello.
Oh my god. Now, this is one thing that surprised me is like, why are there 2 machines in his house?
He likes computers.
No, like when I first played, I remember there's only one, and even then that confused
It
the shit
was
out of me.
the options menu of the game, if I recall
I
correctly.
think one of them plays any video you've seen.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's been a while.
It's been a long while.
Oh god, a critical hit.
I love the monster death noise.
Normally I would kill all the little flames in there, but this time I just like, fuck it.
I think you get a level up if you kill them all.
Full disclosure here, when I was doing my Let's Play this game, I was cheating the whole way through. I kept putting in like secret events that boosted up my levels and gave me like items. Because I was so sick of just grinding.
Oh,
And
hey.
this master changed this line. So now the one line that's in DE is completely weird.
What was that?
It
I
originally...
think that's in the next video.
Yeah. It's like TV and a VCR. It's so tall compared to them.
Welcome to the 90s.
Da, 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 da.
Break this pot? No, he doesn't actually break it. And the Discmaster screwed up the like the event, so you can't actually hit enter on top of it. This debug room. You used to get like Kirby Warrior's super sword in that box, and it would last.
You can
throughout
tell
the
he
entire
added it
game.
in afterwards, since that face portrait was done for DE only.
Yeah. Pretty much all of Discmaster's face sets were DE only.
Well, like, when I added Dismaster in, like, his place in, like, KWRPG 2 was like this it was like this character that was just there but had no lines since he didn't have a face.
Well, he was
so
like
he
this,
was just
he was like this bonus, super ultra broken character.
yeah,
that
like you
picked up
finished
with
the
the debug.
games and whatnot, which was fine. Honestly, it was actually kind of fun.
Yeah, and then like you changed it up in DE where you can get him so early in the first level, or in the first chapter.
Well,
And
the
then
thing
you
about
break
it
the game.
is, like, he was actually going to be, like, a main character in, like, Chapter 10 and whatnot, and if you did the opening, like, side quest or whatnot, which was totally nonsensical, it would, like, change, like, the later events and whatnot. So, I actually kind of, like, wanted to have that, like, dynamic in there. Because you actually look in the game files and you'll see that it's in, what was it? Like, I numbered all the areas, and all those maps take place specifically in Area 10, even though you haven't even been introduced to it yet.
I'm sorry, just hearing the words chapter and 10 makes me kind of reel back a bit. It's like, I don't know. I've only remember DE up to chapter 2.
2.5.
2.5. Well, anyways, that was kind of a blast from the past there.
Yes, let's continue, shall we?